Christine Brown has been sharing her personal life on Sister Wives for 19 seasons, though she just recently revealed her secret struggle amid her oxycodone addiction. In her new memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom, Christine, 53, explained that she began taking oxycodone after she was prescribed it following an injury. Just before Maddie Brown and Caleb Brush got married in 2016, I blew out my knee. I tore my ACL and my meniscus, and I had to have surgery. My husband at the time, Cody Brown, brought me home from the hospital and then prepared to leave, she wrote in the book, For People. After Christine noted she was wondering about meds and aftercare, she said she wasn't given any instructions. However, Cody, 56, had gotten her prescription for pain pills filled, and he handed me the bag. My mom and daughter stayed to help. I had never taken oxycodone before. If something hurt, I took ibuprofen or aspirin, she recalled. Real pain indicates that something's wrong, and if I take something that masks the problem, I'm not going to fix the problem, so I generally avoid it. With the surgery, I had already fixed the problem, and it hurt, so I took my meds. Christine said that she felt like she had the flu and was achy from head to toe. Due to her discomfort, she took an oxycodone, and all the symptoms went away. It gave me the best high I ever felt. I was on top of the world, and I could accomplish everything, she wrote of the medication. After sharing her addiction struggles in the book, Christine explained why she chose to keep that part of her life off of the TLC show. I just dealt with it privately because at the time, it was absolutely devastating, she told People in an interview published on Tuesday, September 2nd. It was very difficult, and even though I was on it for a month, the effects of it lasted at least 6. I didn't feel normal, she said. I didn't feel okay for so long. So once I was done and I felt better, I just felt good to feel better. And I realized that with writing the book, that's something I didn't go back and revisit was the addiction to oxycodone. She went on to call the medication a terrible, addictive thing that shouldn't be used if it's not needed. If you need it and you're in a lot of pain, there's nothing better than that, but since I can get addicted to things easily, it seems it's just best to stay away from that kind of thing, she explains. But I just wasn't in a place where I could talk about it on the show. I just really couldn't. It was so personal, and it was embarrassing, and I didn't know if I wanted people to know that about me. Christine Brown, well known from Sister Wives, has recently shared a very personal struggle in her new memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. She revealed that in 2016, after tearing her ACL and meniscus, she had surgery and was prescribed oxycodone. At that time, her then-husband Cody Brown handed her the bag of pills without instructions. Christine had never taken opioids before, usually relying on ibuprofen or aspirin, but after the surgery, she decided to try the medication. She quickly realized it relieved her pain and gave her what she described as the best high I ever felt. For a short while she felt unstoppable, but the experience soon turned into a struggle. Within just a couple of weeks, her daughter Maddie confronted her, telling her that she was no longer herself. Christine admitted that her use of the medication had spiraled, and with help from her mother and daughters, she began to fight her way out of dependence. She explained that she was only on the drug for about a month, but it took another 6 months before she started to feel normal again. She recalled the withdrawal and recovery period as absolutely devastating, both physically and emotionally. Christine chose not to share this part of her life on Sister Wives because she felt too ashamed and vulnerable at the time. She now explains that it was too personal and embarrassing, and she did not want the world to know while she was going through it. Looking back, she calls oxycodone a dangerous and addictive drug, saying it should only be used when absolutely necessary. She admits that since she knows she can become addicted easily, it's safer for her to stay away from medications like that. Her memoir, released on September 2nd, 2025, goes beyond the addiction story. It explores her upbringing in a fundamentalist polygamist family, her long and complicated marriage to Cody Brown, and the reasons she chose to leave both her marriage and the faith in 2021. Christine also shares the process of finding happiness again, eventually marrying David Woolley in 2023. The book reveals many behind-the-scenes details that fans of the show never saw, including moments of emotional neglect and difficult family dynamics. Writing the memoir was an act of courage for Christine, who says she had hidden huge parts of her life from public view for years. Fans have responded with support and excitement, noting that this is the most open she has ever been about her personal journey. For Christine, telling the truth now is about reclaiming her story, showing her strength, and encouraging others who may be facing private struggles of their own.